national radio, every
Welcome to another episode in the Sport Is series. This week I read a fascinating article about a topic I've been wanting to talk about for quite some time. It's got to do with the strange obsession that we have in making sports shorter. Now, cricket's a great example of that when you think there's Test cricket, ODI cricket, the T20, and now there's like this T10 and this 100 ball thing to package the game better. But what's the rush, as this article so pertinently puts it? The article also makes mention of the IAAF and athletics and how they're looking to shorten the Diamond League, so less events and smaller events with the ones they do actually have, all to shave off about half an hour. This all sounds like a little bit of nonsense to me, and this article definitely says the right things in this regard, but let's expand on the shorter format thing and our general perceptions towards time in modern living. Time is a very interesting concept for me. It is something that we all have, rich or poor. We wake up every day and we have time. Yet, people make such a big deal about the fact they don't have time, and they spend so much time telling each other how they don't have time for anything nowadays. Increasingly, young people are like this. Chat to any millennial, and they'll tell you they just simply have no time to do things in life, or different things. But if it's managed properly, just like any other resource, you will have time to do whatever you like in life. It's pretty simple. Which brings me to sport itself. Has it perhaps not been managed properly? And that is why people are gravitating towards these easy outs like the shorter formats or the packaged events. When you think about all your favorite sporting moments from the past, they were all matches in full format, weren't they? The most exhilarating cricket match in living memory came in the historic 4-3-8 game, when Mark Boucher hit the winning runs off the second last ball of the game. It took us an entire day to get to that moment. Further to that, I will bet you everything I own that more test matches are remembered than T20 matches by average fans. And what was the most dramatic, exciting, and memorable match of Wimbledon last year? Correct. It was Kevin Anderson's titanic 5-set marathon win versus John Isner, where he eventually won at 26-24 in the 5th set. Biggest boxing fight of the year last year? Easy. Tyson Fury going 12 rounds with Deontay Wilder. It was amazing. Because it was long. It was memorable. You see where I'm going with this. The big stuff's where it's at, and it always has been, and it really always should be. As an agency in the sporting space, packaging is obviously something that is still very important to us at Retroactive, as is all things pertaining to sponsorship, marketing, distribution, audience, reach, relevance, innovation, all of those kind of things, but never should they come at the expense of quality and the original products that do still have that. Take this sandwich for example. It's an easy purchase. It ticks some boxes as a meal, and the process of acquiring and consuming it is easily repeatable and reliable. But it's just a sandwich. It's not a main course though. It's not something that you really look forward to after a long day, or something you can make an event around or share with other people. But sport seems hell-bent on pushing the sandwich nowadays. We saw it earlier in the IAAF reference, and we see it with all the hocus pocus short format cricket that's being devised and executed and put out there. But I just don't see it as the future. I don't see it as a sustainable model or anything that's going to maintain audiences going forward or engage with new audiences going forward. I think a lot of the time it's simply a cop-out. Sure, you can tell me people don't have time. They want things to be packaged better, all that kind of stuff. They've got more commitments, both professionally and personally. And of course, attention deficit disorders. Our phones are making us 5 seconds and we're already zoning out. Sure, I get that. I really understand that. But sport is something special still. And it's something special because of the original formats, the longer formats, the full fat options of something. And we must never forget that. By all means, chase the variations, look into the alternatives, engage with audiences, and keep up with local and international trends where they apply to you. But don't just give up on something because it becomes too much like hard work. I feel that's happening in a lot of established sporting codes right now. In tough times, the easiest thing to do is to always give up. But there are innovative solutions and ways of engaging people around established platforms. We just need to be smart about it. Nobody wants to live on sandwiches. Deep down, everybody wants the main course. So if you put the effort in and you create it, people will certainly make the time to sit down and enjoy it. More often than not, I can assure you.